Hey everyone, tonight we're making pad thai. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna be using chicken and shrimp, and I picked pad thai just because it's one of my favorites to begin with, and also it's pretty versatile. You can do it vegetarian, it's gluten free. You can even make a vegan version of it. It's also the ingredients are relatively easy to find. And if you can't find the pad thai noodle, the rice vermicelli, then you can always use like a linguine or a fettuccine pasta or like a rice pasta. And then if you are like super low carb or if you're on a super low carb diet, you can make the fill-in and then just put it in a lettuce wrap. So that could work as well. So let's get started. As I said, I've got chicken, shrimp. You can make this on a flat top, but you can make this on a wok, but I'm gonna do it on a flat top. Uh, and if you're doing it on a wok, you might just wanna be a little conscious of what you start with. On the flat top, I'm gonna have a few things going together, so I'm gonna have the chicken going. I'm using chicken breast here today. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, there you go. I'm using chicken breast, but you can use chicken thigh, anything that's like finely chopped. Also, guys, always try to season your meat, even if it's just salt and a little bit of garlic or ginger. But always at every stage try to like season. Especially things like your proteins, because it definitely makes a big difference. For veggies, I don't like to put too much veggies in my pad thai, so I'm gonna do red onions, some scallions, some red peppers, and then some fresh herbs. So I'm gonna get the veggies going as well. And then for your rice noodle, what you wanna do is you wanna soak them in water for about 30 minutes and then drain them, and that will be your that's if you're using the Asian rice noodle. If you're using like a pasta, then you'll have to boil it the way you would normally boil a pasta and add it in. How's everyone doing these days? It's the weekend. Let me see if I can get some music going. um, Everyone seems to be cooking, so I think it makes sense to, just do videos for you guys at this point, showing different ideas and making things like pad thai, which you'd normally want to go to a restaurant to eat, and a lot of people might think it's too hard to make in the house. So I want to show you guys how you can make a really tasty, high restaurant quality pad thai in your house. And you can do all this on a wok, in a wok. You don't need to have a flat top for this. So I'm also going to now put in the shrimp. I'm going to start grilling the shrimp. You want the shrimp to get, some nice color. And you don't want to overcook your shrimp, so you can probably do the shrimp last. And then the main thing to a pad thai is the pad thai sauce. So I've made my homemade sauce, which basically has tamarind, some chili paste, it has some fish sauce, it has palm sugar, and it has a little bit of soy and some lime juice. You can also buy it store-bought. If you go to an Asian store, they sell the pad thai sauce too. I'm a little hesitant to give a pad thai sauce recipe just because I feel like you need to taste it and you need to kind of make it. So it's hard to give exact quantities, but if any of you feel like you would like to get like a rough quantity or idea pad thai sauce from me, I'm happy to send it over. Just DM me. Again, as I said, it all depends on the quality of your sauces and the lemon and the sauce, how salty your fish sauce is. So it's a lot about just tasting the sauce and seeing if you get the kind of sweetness, the sourness, and the spice, and the saltiness that you're looking to have in your final pad thai. But apart from that, as you can see, it's just about, getting all the veggies and the chicken all grilled and seared. I hope you guys can see this. So I like to put the fresh herbs at the end. I do have some eggs, which I'll probably look into getting in here right now, because I think the shrimps and the chicken's looking pretty good. I'm going to try to move it over here so you guys can see better what's happening. Again, the great thing about a pad thai is that it really has all the 5 main flavors. It has the sweetness, the sour, the saltiness, a little bit of the bitterness coming in from things like the Thai basil, and the spiciness, of course. And last but not least, the umami flavor as well. I am now going to put the egg. So I'm using 2 eggs here. Again, it depends on how many people you're cooking for. I would plan for 1 egg per person. And now's a good time to get your noodles in as well. It smells really, really good, guys. And I haven't even put the sauce yet, and I haven't even put the fresh herbs. For me, whenever I go to a Thai restaurant, no matter what I order, I always feel like I want to order the pad thai. And if I don't order the pad thai, I feel like I kind of regret it when I go back home. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who like a good pad thai and would appreciate learning how to make this. Also leave comments for me and let me know what kind of dishes you'd like me to cook. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments as well, and I'm happy to answer them. I'm going to now add the sauce. And again, you probably want to because it's a strong, flavorful sauce, you want to add some of it and kind of see how it goes, taste it. Tasting something like a pad thai or anything that you're making, it's always advisable to taste as you go, so you can kind of adjust the seasonings and flavors. This is making me super hungry. You want to also kind of look out for caramelization here. There's lots of sugars and onions and all that caramelize, and the noodles is really nice when they get a little burnt on the edges. I love that in a pad thai. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to just let this cook for a few more minutes. And then, as I said, we're going to add some of these. So what I'm using is I'm using basil and I'm using some fresh mint today. I'm going to taste this to see. Can you see me? Yeah, so this actually is good. I'm happy with the amount of sauce in here too, I think. Because I don't like when it's too much of sauce. What I am going to do is I'll probably add a little bit of, too much of sauce, but I'm going to add a little bit of sauce. And I like to serve my pad thai with more fresh herbs, squeezes of lemon or lime. Ideally lime actually, but I don't have lime today, so I'm going to do lemon. I've also got some fine chopped Thai chilies, which I'm going to put in because I love a lot of spice. But again, something that you can easily omit. Also in terms of veggies for this, you can just use a lot of different kinds of veggies, whatever you have in your house. Carrots work well, bean sprouts, chives, mushrooms could work, especially if you're doing the vegetarian pad thai. Mushrooms would give it a nice meaty texture. So I think that's looking great. So I'm gonna start plating this. And then, as I said, you know, I like to serve it with some freshly cut cucumbers and some more fresh herbs, a couple of lemons so that you can squeeze over it. I also like to you know, most traditionally you'd use a chopped peanut, but I'm doing a combination of chopped walnuts and almonds. Mainly because I don't keep peanuts in the house unless I really need them. So I prefer walnuts and almonds. I'm also gonna add a little bit more of this dry chili flakes because I like a lot of that too. So that's my pad thai. It's got chicken and shrimp. You can pretty much switch the proteins. If you want to do beef, you can do beef. If you don't need to do chicken and shrimp. You can just do one of the two. And you know, enjoy and let me know how you like it. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good week.